Well, welcome back, fellow YouTubers, toy and toy train buffs, to another running session out here in the cave, my own personal room of requirements. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll know what that is. Now, I haven't been filming any videos out here because it's warm. We're expected to get up to about 116 in a few days here. So I tend to come out here in the cave early in the morning. Like right now, it's only about a little bit after 7 o'clock. And I have about an hour's worth of time that I can just piddle around with, okay, and do things. But what I've been doing mostly is photographing a whole bunch of my vintage toys. Let me, break this video into two segments. You know, I've highlighted toys here before. And let me show you the kind of things I've been working on. I have a fairly extensive collection of vintage toy spacemen, astronauts, aliens, you name it, dating from the 1930s on up to, maybe about the 1980s, 90s, all right? So let me show you kind of things I've been working on. Let's see all those figures here. There was a whole line of space toys that were initially tie-ins to the Captain Video and his Video Rangers television show. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with vintage science fiction like that, Captain Video and his Video Rangers was the very first episodic sci-fi television show. It aired from 1949 to 1955 on the Dumont television network. Dumont, you never heard of it? Oh, you've heard of CBS, NBC, ABC? Well, Dumont was a biggie back in the day. And I don't know, I don't know the whole story, but in 1955, they went belly up. And unfortunately for historians and just for people who love television, the story goes that from their headquarters in New York, when they closed shop, truckloads, literally truckloads of film from their film archives were placed into dump trucks and hauled to the East River in New York and dumped. So we know very little about some of those early episodes, some of the early shows. You may have heard of I Love Lucy, The Honeymooners. Those shows started on the Dumont network. Now, one of the biggest shows they had was Captain Video and his Video Rangers. It was a huge success. So much so that Secretary of State Adlai Stevenson refused to schedule a speech during the same time slot as when Captain Video was appearing. That's how big it was. They had something, I forget the number now, 1,200, maybe 1,500 episodes. Very few of which survive today. It was huge. And for all you guys and gals out there who think that Star Trek was the start of science fiction, because I'm telling you, I have read articles where people have claimed that this or that started on Star Trek. Pop your head out, people. Do your research. Everything, all the concepts, I should say, all the concepts that appeared on Star Trek first appeared in the 50s in shows like Captain Video, Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Tom Corbett. All those shows were the first to air concepts like, materialization, dematerialization, transporting, faster than light, things like cloaking devices, all of that stuff that you see on Star Trek was already done. It's been done. And you have to consider that Gene Roddenberry was a young man at the time those shows were airing. He would have been familiar with all those concepts already. Remember, he started in the TV business as a writer. And he didn't, as far as I know, he didn't write for any of the sci-fi programs, but he would have known about all those concepts already. That was already in his head when Star Trek was airing. Okay, so that's a little background to television sci-fi in general. But now let's get on with the toys. The toys that I'm going to highlight today, there's just a couple. I mean, there's a whole series of these things. Like I said, these were tie-ins to Captain Video and his Video Rangers. And these particular toys, the large figures and the small ones, were all made by a company called Lido. And these were considered spaceships, even though they got wheels on them. But remember, these are kids' toys, all right? And so they had wheels on them. A lot of spaceships have wheels on them for the kids to play with on the floor. And these are no different, all right? And these vehicles you see here, along with two more, and this series of small aliens and spacemen, these little ones would have come with the T-cone spaceport. Now, the spaceport was a beautiful tin litho, it's a spaceport, tin litho building, and it came with a bunch of missiles and rockets and spaceships and figures and space cannons and stuff like that. And it was one of the premier space toys of the era, having come out around, when was it? 1953? Alrighty, now the larger figures, this figure here was meant to represent Captain Video himself. Alright, now I forget the actor who played the title role of Captain Video, but there you have it. The very first television robot appeared in the Captain Video series, and it was a robot called Tobor. And he first appeared in an episode titled I, Tobor. Okay? Tobor is robot spelled backwards. Alright? Now, this doesn't look like the actual on-screen robot, but it's a toy. You got to remember that. It's a toy. And this particular series had 4 figures in it, but Lido also made another series of large figures like this that were also spacemen and not necessarily tie-ins to the Captain Video program. Alright, so this is what I've been doing. I've been photographing my space toys, specifically the spacemen. I've got a lot of them in the collection, and I've been doing that. This last week, actually, I've been photographing my Hamilton's Invaders. If you all remember Remco's Hamilton's Invaders with the big bug and the blue soldiers and the cool tanks and stuff, well, that's what I've been doing. I've been photographing that. Well, let's get on with the subject of today's video. The actual subject, 4th of July. This is Tuesday, the 2nd. And all right. For the last, year and a half or so, maybe 2 years, I've been trying to put together a nice July 4th or Patriot themed train. It's a put together. You can't buy this all in one piece because it's a mixture of Lionel, K-Line, RailKing, and what's the other one? Williams. All right. And as you can see, the motif is red, white, and blue stripes. There's all kinds of cars out there that you can put together a Patriot themed train with, but I chose the red, white, and blue striped theme. Some of these have the red at the top, red, white, and blue, while others have the red at the bottom, red, white, and blue. And we'll see that as the cars pull by. The engine and caboose came as a matched set from Lionel during the MPC era. There we go. It's a pretty good engine. Alright. Now, who made this one? Was this K-Line? Or was this, I think this was a RailKing, the Abraham Lincoln. Then, of course, we have the Johnson Wax, which I've had for a while now. It wasn't originally meant to be a part of a Patriot Train, but I said, hey, it works. And then we come to the state of Maine's. The state of Maine's, as you can see, have, the blue at the top versus the red at the top. Fine. And it took me, a little while to figure out that state of Maine boxcars came in a couple of different flavors. All right. Okay, let me pull them forward. For example, different flavors. This is a state of Maine with New Haven in the middle. All right, and it's got the New Haven logo. This is a state of Maine that has Bangor and Aroostook in the middle. All right, and this one was K-Line. That's K-Line. Same thing, state of Maine, Bangor and Aroostook, but this one made by Lionel. All right, and there is the matching caboose to the GP9 engine that you just saw. So there we have it. There is my put together Patriot Train. And of course I'm still running the K-Line Steam Chief passenger set with, the Santa Fe set, because I don't feel like putting it away. I get around to it. It's a toy. I'm playing with it, okay? Let's just get that one started. I gotta run this one a little bit fast at first so it glides over the switches. And after a little bit of running, I can slow it down some. time to bring him on home. Yes, and there we have it. Nice run. I was out here the other day running the train, make sure everything worked the way it's supposed to, and it did. You know, like cars don't come uncoupled and that kind of thing. So, I hope you guys and gals enjoy your 4th of July. It's going to be a hot one out here in the Southwest. I think we're expecting 110, 111 today, somewhere in there, or I don't know, somewhere in there. And like I said, by Sunday it's supposed to be going up to 116, 118. Not looking forward to it. Also not looking forward to the air conditioner running constantly. I don't know if I make enough money to pay for the electric bill. Alrighty. That being said, I'm still going to enjoy the 4th of July somehow, some way, some shape, some form. So, until next time, until I feel like making a video out here in this sweltering cave, y'all take care, have fun, happy railroading. Bye, y'all.